I posted the video yesterday of yesterday's stream. I posted the video, right? And it's really funny. If you go to the comments on the video, yes, I like my own video. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people just saying some variation of hi Rhino. I don't think there's any special things I have to talk about. There was a couple things yesterday because that was the start of the company. Today is just these. Tomorrow is also just these. And then today's Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, we add Detective Comics, which is also when DC became known as DC. That looks old. Yeah, it is old. It's from 1936. Oh yeah, this guy works with Sirloin because Sirloin helped him in a bar. Okay, there was a bar that this guy kept getting thrown out of, and Sirloin was like, I'm gonna stop you getting thrown out of the bar. I'm gonna let you pay. And then they both got thrown out because he was no match for the bar keep. 1720 on the black. This one's good. I like this one. So this guy is a gambler. He loves gambling. He loves gambling. So he, like, I don't remember exactly what happened, but I think he saves someone, and then he gets paid money for doing it. He gets a reward, and then he gambles it all away. Also, something I found out yesterday. Oh my god, I forgot to talk about these. There's a couple things. First, Dr. Occult, the one I really liked last time, written by the same guys who create Superman. That's cool. Number two, what else was I talking about? Dude, Oswald the Rabbit predates Mickey Mouse. Oswald the Rabbit was made first by Walt Disney, and then he lost the rights to Oswald, so then he created Mickey Mouse. Oswald is older than Mickey. Dude, I need to see Oswald the Rabbit vs. Batman in the next movie. Batman Part 2, Matt Reeves, please. Oswald the Rabbit vs. Batman, please. This is crazy. This panel is insane. Federal Men! And look what that says, by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, aka the creators of Superman. My summary of this so far is there's a plane manufacturer, and he is getting, like, there's assassinations being put out on him. So Steve, aka the Federal Man, is like, I'm gonna protect you. They go up in their plane, and they're traveling somewhere to the plane manufacturer's estate or something. They get attacked by assassins. The propeller on the plane is broken, so Steve jumps onto the other plane. The Federal Man jumps on the other plane, and he starts fighting the assassin. The assassin activates something that makes the plane burst in flames and then parachutes out. Steve jumps off the plane and follows him and tackles him. So now they all land, and it turns out this guy is secretly the inventor of the plane, and the plane manufacturer stole his invention. Okay, he's about to kill Brent. Federal Man steals the gun and is like, hey, tell me what's going on. The plane inventor explains that he invented the plane, and then the plane manufacturer stole the plans, and he and the inventor swore that the plane manufacturer would pay with his life. So the manufacturer comes up and he's like, I got a gun. Both of you put your hands up. Steve has to give over his gun. Plane manufacturers, you're both gonna die. I'm gonna say the guy shot you and then I shot him in an effort to save you. And then Federal Man is like, no, screw you, give me your gun, beats him up. But the bad guy is like, hey, I'm choking you. The pilot wakes up, tackles the bad guy from behind, and then Federal Man is like, nobody's gonna die here today. We're gonna settle this in court. So that's my summary of Federal Man, issue 2. Send your Dern lie of approximately 175 words to Tall Story Editor, New Comics Magazine, whatever address. If published, you will receive $1.22 and the original drawing. Wait, I kind of want $1 though. And by the way, that is the end of New Comics issue 3, which means now we gotta talk about it. So, couple things. First, it was fun. I was shitting on New Comics at the end of the last stream. I was just I was tired, right? But now I'm not tired. Now I'm like, okay, it's actually pretty good. Federal Man is peak. Federal Man is the best thing out of all of these that I've read so far. Dixie Duck is pretty funny. Billy the Kid is alright. What else did I read that I liked? There's that one with the blonde kid. That was funny. Yeah, it was good. It was pretty good. I want more stuff like Federal Man. The comedy stuff just isn't really my thing. I like the occasional comedy. You know, I like the occasional comedy, but you know, there's I prefer like action and adventure. To more fun comics, number 9. Okay, that was a pretty bad issue, to be honest. I like Sandra of the Secret Service, but this one was just kind of mid. You know, nothing really happened. Literally nothing happened. Okay, so this is Slim Pickens, right? In the last previous issues, he moved into his aunt's house. Turns out it was haunted. Then a gorilla climbed through his window and saved him from the ghosts, who were actually famous criminals. And now he and the gorilla are just sort of buddies. So, here's what this is about. So Slim Pickens is trying to escape his new gorilla buddy. So he runs while the gorilla's asleep. And then he buys a newspaper because he's like, I need a job because I kind of know a place to live because my aunt's place is haunted, blah, 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 blah. He's poor. He's poor right now. He's like, I need a job. I can't find him. And then the gorilla sneaks up on him. And he's like, okay, I can't escape the gorilla, so I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna drown him by pushing him in the water. Then he sees something in the paper. He's like, yo, what's this in the paper? The kid is like, wait, that gorilla, there's a $100 reward for the return of the escaped circus ape. So he's like, damn, I gotta save the ape now. And that's the issue. That was More Fun number 9. Unfortunately, I couldn't read it because the quality was too poor. I read a little bit of it. Right, Slim Pickens was fun. Pellion and Asa was alright as always. I don't think I saw any Oscar. I was worried that Oscar is going to stop making appearances, which would be bad. Comics number 4. These buddies are hunting, and I guess they're having a competition to see who can hunt more, and this guy rolls a stone onto a duck's head. Okay. What happens in this issue is this guy's like, I'm gonna go south. This guy's, I'm gonna go north. Then he shows a picture of a pretty girl on the south, and he's like, okay, I wanna go south now. And somebody goes overboard. And we're gonna have to find out who next issue. Dun dun dun. Slim and Tex. What is it with these 1936 comics and their obsession with naming people Slim? Dude, Wing and Slim, Slimsy, Slim. Everybody's named fucking Slim. It's not a name. That's not a name. Everybody's named Slim. Why? Why, dude? Anyways, my summary of this. Okay, so Steve, our main guy, Steve, he finds a map and there's a spot on it marked X. So he goes to this location and he finds a diving suit. He goes underwater to the bottom of the ocean and discovers like a team of people going into a submarine. He stops one of them, fights him, and then takes his place with the others. They're about to all take their helmets off, so he sabotages the thing, flooding it with water. By the time they fixed it, they're too late, and they have to prepare to get to their positions because they plan to assassinate the United States president. What did I like? What did I read? What did I read? I don't know. I liked Federal Man. It was good. Okay, actually, I'm just gonna scroll through it while I speak so I can. Okay. Sirloin of Beef is always good. It's funny. Captain Spinnaker is like fine. The issue today kind of sucked, actually. Did not like Captain Spinnaker, but it's usually okay. 1720 on the Black is getting good, and yeah, Federal Man is really good. Okay, I think that's pretty much all I have for that. So now we move on to More Fun Comics number 10. Okay, alright, I get the joke. He was golfing, and he kept hitting the grass, and he did it so much that he ended up in China. I thought for a second it was gonna end up being a 9/11 joke, but then I remembered this was, I think, before the Twin Towers existed. We might. Dr. Occult. It says by Legend Roots, but those are pen names for Joe Shuster and John Siegel, aka the creators of Superman. Let's read Dr. Occult's explanation. Where the hell am I? Okay. So, this madman, in using the name Methuselah, betrayed his purpose, like that mythical character he hoped to live 1,000 years. However, he believes that to gain these years, he must kill others and, through incantations, cause the years of life, which ordinarily would have been theirs, to be transferred to himself. And I gathered from newspaper files that the ancestors of his victims were known to have lived at least 90 years. I arranged a trap. Wow. Dude, he's like so smart. Dr. Occult is like a genius. The gorilla comes, and Slim apologizes. And then, what the hell? Dude, I'd read that. Ramblin' Jim. In the wake of the wonder, Hubert. Hubert is listening to music, and then he goes to the movie theater, and there's a long lineup, and he's waiting, and he's hiding behind a guy. Actually, don't know what issue that was, but that's the end. So now I have to talk about it. So what did I like? Sandra is getting good. Sandra of the Secret Service. I'm interested in what happens there. Ivanhoe's still around. Don Drake is cool. I like Don Drake. I think Don Drake is awesome. He's still in Zetruria. Mr. Divot was kind of funny, I guess. I don't really see. I think that's like a one-issue thing, surely, because I don't see where else you can go with that. Pelin and Asa was funny, as always. Super Police, I don't know what's going on in Super Police. Magic, Crystal Ball, I wish I could have read it. I want to see Little Linda in Vietnam. What did Little Linda do to you? That, and of course, the best little story in this entire thing was, of course, Hubert. Nothing could be as good as Hubert. New Comics number 5. New Comics number 5. Sam the Porter. Okay. Alright, that is probably racist. So he gets really scared and runs and hides because he keeps hearing bullets. But it's actually horseflies. Okay, so as you can see right there, I just left my computer. My grandma called me and asked me to do something for her, so I did. I had to help her. Then I made some mini pizzas and I returned to stream. However, when I returned, I, being the idiot I am, forgot to unmute. And I was muted for so long. Like, I don't know how long, but like 30 minutes at least. And when I figured out, I was so mad. Because there were so many funny bits I did. And, dude, it's just, dude, I'm still mad about it. So, sadly, there's a lot of funny things I said and a lot of parts of the comics that I unfortunately have to cut out now. Because, guess what? I'm an idiot. Sorry. I'll make sure it won't happen again, though. If you enjoy my content, though, please consider leaving a like, subscribing, following, favoriting, sharing, sending it to your friends, subscribing to me on Twitch, dropping a gift sub, give TikTok gift, post to your story, and other things, and watch on every single one of your devices. Thank you. Yeah. How long have I been muted? Dude, I've been muted for so long. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. Shit. Dude, oh my god, bro. Dude, that's actually like, dude, half an hour I was muted for. That's half an hour of this video I just lost. Dude. No. Oh my god, this sucks. I am actually an idiot. That is New Comics issue 7. What did I like? What did I not like? I liked Don Coyote, as always. I don't know if I mentioned this, because I don't know what I was muted for, but they changed the name of Sirloin to Don Coyote. Still not happy about that change. Also, they named one of the guys Hamburger, which I think is really funny. There's so much I lost, bro. There's so much I lost. Don Drake. So once again, I don't know if this is in the video, because I might have been muted, but this animal looks like a rhino and has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 horns. Absolute cinema. Dude, it was so funny when I said it the first time. Fuck! Dude, The Three Musketeers. How many novels was DC adapting into comic books at this time? They've got The Three Musketeers. They've got Ivanhoe. They've got A Tale of Two Cities, dude. They're just doing everything they can. Dr. Occult. So in the last issue, which again, I don't know if it's in the video because I might have been muted, but Dr. Occult found a werewolf and chained it up, and then it turned back into a human, and the human said that it had a home, and they wanted help from Dr. Occult, so it led it to the home, which was actually a place where this girl was like running a place for a bunch of men to stay, and there was a bunch of men there. And then Dr. Occult looked in the mirror, and he saw the woman in the mirror, and she actually looked like a werewolf, which means she's making all of them werewolves. And that's what happened in the last issue of Dr. Occult. What happens in this issue is Dr. Occult is attacked. He fights off the men as best he can, but he can't beat them. He's captured by the woman. She straps him down and prepares to inject him with the werewolf disease, which will turn him into a werewolf. Then, the lady, whose name is Mrs. Daniels, is attacked by one of her cultists. He shoots her and kills her. It turns out it's Wesley, the guy who went to Dr. Occult for the help in the first place. So now, with Miss Daniels dead, it means all the werewolves are no longer werewolves and they're free to go. And Dr. Occult is the GOAT as always. Hubert! Hubert, Hubert, Hubert! Hubert is like the new Oswald the Rabbit. Obviously, Oswald the Rabbit was special. He was my GOAT. But Hubert is just... he's Hubert. Oswald the Rabbit can't be brought back. Oswald is, he's too close to Mickey Mouse. He wasn't even really theirs to begin with. He wasn't really DC to begin with. But Hubert can be brought back. And so, DC, I beg you, I plead to you, on my knees, please, give Hubert an ongoing. Okay, that not only brings us to the end of More Fun Comics issue 13, but it also brings us to the end of today's stream. Let me talk about issue 13 of More Fun Comics for a second. Calling all cars as good as always. Hubert, my goat. Sirloin, Coyote, he's Sirloin. Always the goat. Dr. Occult, peak. Dr. Occult is probably my favorite thing going on right now. But Hubert is also my goat. So, now a summary of the whole day. We went through a lot. Today was a much shorter stream because I was, I didn't read everything. I skipped things I didn't care about, which I know technically is not, but I feel that I can do that and still stay in the realm of reading every DC comic because I'm doing that. So, I was reading a lot. I was a lot more comfortable reading what I wanted to. Right, I knew what I liked, and I still read things I didn't know, and I enjoyed them. And yeah, there was a lot more racism in here, right? The racism's upticking a little bit, and that's crazy. Not surprising now, it's the 30s. Whatever. I didn't address it most of the time. I tried to avoid addressing it just because who cares? I mean, it's the 30s. Everybody knows there's gonna be some racism. Like, everybody knows. Also, the Mike issue thing, dude, made me so mad. I actually wanted to end the stream after that because you don't understand how many good bits I did during that span of time. And it's all gone now. That was during that span of time when I was muted, that was probably the funniest I've been the entire stream. And now it's all gone. It's all gone. It's gone. Out of my mouth and into the stratosphere.